Hey, how you doing? Hugh Gartizer right here, handyman. I'm going to show you this little video. This is a little household tip that I want to show you. Sorry, I'm in the dark. I'm in a rental house. Electricity's not on right now, but they got a little problem, and this is a very common problem. And what it pertains to is fixing or repairing broken vertical blinds. Let me turn this phone around and I'll show you what I'm talking about. These are the vertical blinds, you know, that hang across your sliding glass doors looking outside. And what has happened is you can see some gaps right here. And the reason for those is, if you're familiar with this, the little vertical blinds, just from, you know, moving them around, the little hole that's right at the top here, the piece on top snaps off, and no longer can this vertical blind hang from the little clips that are right up here on the top. And that's a real common thing, and I'm going to show you a quickie little fix, because these are very expensive, and to find the exact pattern is very difficult. And so I'm going to show you a little tip. You have to give and take. And so here's what I do. Using, this is a utility knife with a brand new razor blade. And if you use one of these, you want to be very, very careful, because that dude is sharp, sharp, sharp. And so here's what I do. To make a simple little repair. This one I haven't done yet. This one I've already done. What I do is, I'm going to try to show you when I'm holding this phone, is I cut a straight line just below where the damaged part is, all the way across. And what you end up doing is, this actually goes like that. You can see, I cut this one off. You just kind of run a straight line. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just cut a straight line right across, just below where it's already broken off, the bottom of the hole where it normally hangs. See, this one I cut off. And then what I do is, right in the center, with the tip of this little blade, is cut a very, just take your time, cut a very small little square right in the center. And then what you do is, there's the piece I cut out. You punch that out, you know, just being very careful, because you could split this one. Now then, what's going to happen is, when you cut this much off of the top, that's how much higher it's going to be on the bottom. But considering the fact that it costs you nothing, and these are very hard to find to match all the other ones. Otherwise, you would have to go buy 2, 3, or 4 packs of these vertical blinds when, you know, to replace all of them, so they all match. So this is just a repair, and it's just enough to get you by. And I've repaired them 3 or 4 times. The only thing that happens is here at the bottom, and it's almost unnoticeable. Unless you're just like real picky. The blind, when you cut it, I think this one I repaired. No, this one right here I repaired already. And I don't know if you can see it, but I cut this much off of the top of this one. And now it's up a little higher from the floor, but you know, about 1/2 inch. So that's how I do it. And I can't cut this and hold this phone, but what you're going to do is take your knife, and you're going to just kind of you might want to put something like a cutting board on your floor if you got a hardwood floor like this one right here. I've gotten used to scoring not through the whole thing, just cut a line across there and then snapping these off, and then be very careful cutting this new little hole right here. Just cut a little slot right in the middle, about the same distance as it was before so that it fits up in there and then hooks onto this hole. And then you have a new hole on the old vertical blind. And there were 4 of them here. I put that one back on. I cut this one, made the little hole, and then here's the piece that came off of it. It was like this right here. This is how much I cut off. I just scored it across there, snapped that off, and about the same, I took this piece and put it kind of like right on top. And then I knew exactly where and how far down I needed to cut the new little slot. And so that's what I'm going to do on these two. I'm going to score a line across here. Going to snap this piece off. This is what will come off. And then right below, come down a little bit and then cut that square right here so that it snaps back up on there. And it's just a handy tip to get you by. And you could do it 2 or 3 times if you're not real critical about how high it hangs off the floor. There's no way to correct that. It's just you're taking material off the top and sacrificing a little on the bottom. But at least you're getting your blind piece, your vertical blind piece slats back up. Okay, just thought I'd show you that little tip, handy little household tip. Hugh Gartizer, handyman, doing my thing. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.